in a small town down in Arkansas, where the river flows. There's a man with a passion that everybody knows. He's got a collection that'll make you stare. Vintage pocket knives laid with tender care.
Howdy everybody, welcome to HT's EDC, coming at you from the back patio this Monday morning. Hope everybody had an awesome weekend. We had a good one, and we are ready to get back at it this week. We have a special guest this morning that's popping in. Well, two special guests.
Hi.
Mrs. HT's EDC.
And a little bit, because I'm had to go potty.
And we got the whole family here. There's Miss Abby, if she'll get in frame. Come here, girl. Yeah. We got Miss Abby out here. We got the whole family walking around out here this morning. So, how is everybody doing? We got a cool one this morning that came in, want to show. So, we won't hold you guys up, and we'll get right into our What You Totin' this morning. Currently, I have on a t-shirt and basketball shorts, but that will change. I believe we're going out to the lease, the deer lease here a little later. We'll put on breeches, and the knife tote will probably change. Well, we'll definitely change then for the woods. But we're going out there to, we've had a time change. We need to change all our feeder settings and top off some feeders, getting in preparation for this upcoming weekend, which is opening general gun rifle season here in the Stone. And my good buddy and his family, this is a standing tradition for me. This goes back like, well, I've been in the Stone 16 years. And my buddy from Florida and his family have been coming 15 of those. So every year, my good buddy comes up, and it's a tradition that we hunt the first 5 days. Back in the day, he only came up for 3. They had a 3-day license. Now they have a 5-day license, and he just comes up, and we have a big time for the better part of a week. But anyway, that starts off Saturday. And me and him are actually starting Friday. We're going to do a day of bow hunting. The very first day of his 5-day hunt, we're going to get out there with the bows and see if we can get one up close and personal. And then Saturday opens the gun season, and we'll morph into that. But anyway, that's coming up. So just giving you a heads up. There may be well, there definitely will be a lull in the channel in the full-length videos starting probably Friday morning. But we will pop in. Hopefully, we have some field footage or at least some shorts from the field showing some happy faces and maybe some harvested animals. But fingers crossed on that one. But just to update. Coming up, we will be there will be some days that we're not coming every morning with a full-length video. Enough of that that y'all probably didn't care about. Anyway, right now in the shorts pocket, we have the truck key, we have the Holy Land pocket cross, and today, currently, I mean, because even before you go to the woods or whatever, you got to have a knife on you at all time. Shorts, jeans, whatever you're wearing, you gotta have a knife. And right now, that knife for me is this. This is my beautiful saw cut bone, case 75. You guys have seen a million Stockmans, but we will open it up real quick if I can get it with my arthritic fingers this morning. You know what? I'm not even gonna sit there and fight with it. There is the sheep's foot blade. You guys know what a Stockman is if you're watching a knife channel. But this is what's in my pocket right now. Just a stunning, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that saw cut bone. Just a beautiful stockman. Shout out to my buddy Pete here in the Stone. That was a horse trade that me and Pete did that brought that into my possession. But that's what we're Pete, I got that in my pocket this morning, buddy. And speaking about horse trades, this was the one I'm going to show you this morning was a horse trade / sale. I guess technically, how do I want to? I guess it's a horse trade, because I sent one gentleman, and I guess we ain't got to say one gentleman because he's already showed his end of that trade. Brother Wally over at Big Fish 7334. I sent him a knife, and for what he sent me back was cash, but I had showed him a knife that I was chasing, which you're fixing to see. This is a knife that I was chasing, and basically we did, I'll send you the knife, in which I sent him a 72 Cody Scout, GEC 72. It was almost, he said he don't really use the term grail, but it was a knife that he was really chasing, and he was sending me pictures of what they were going for, and I'm like, Wally, I said, don't pay that. I've got one of those, and if that knife is that important to you, and that's one that, and he said he's just really wanted one of those, and he can't get them. He's got a whole video about this, but where he's at there, it's very hard for them, you know, without the secondary and paying some of those ridiculous secondary prices. He wasn't able to get any in hand, and can't get them in. So he saw this knife, the 72 Cody Scout, and fell in love with it, and really wanted one. And he was, I think he even says in his video, he was about this close to pulling the trigger, and he'd have paid too much. It was, I didn't, like, don't do that. I've got one of them. I do love that knife. I loved it. But you know what? I had already got the love out of it. Somebody else wanted a knife. I don't know. That's just how I am. If I hear somebody and I have a knife that they are just enthralled with, I mean, minus, don't come asking me for my Stag Folding Hunter, but within reason, if I can help somebody out, I've got a knife that somebody is really chasing, hey, let's put something together. Throw something my way, and I'll get that in your hands. And that's what happened here. He got my Cody Scout. I showed him what I'm fixing to show you that I was chasing. He's like, how about I buy that for you? How about I send you the money, and you can get what I'm fixing to show you? So it was ever how you want to word that, it was a trade. He got my knife, I got some cash where I could get this knife. A horse trade sale, yeah, whatever that is. But without further ado, we will show you the box. And what a box it is. Look at that. That is about 12 inches long. Beautiful box. And yet we are going to be showing one that I don't see a whole lot on the knife channels that makes some absolutely stunning knives, is Canal Street Cutlery. Check that box out. And of course, they are now out of business. This is a defunct company that is, well, I take that back. I think Red Hills Cutlery, I should have done my research better. I know Red Hills Cutlery brought back this brand for a while, and I don't know, I think it's went away again. Don't quote me on that, 100% don't quote me on that, but I know the original Canal Street folded up, and I believe they were gone for a few years completely, and Red Hills Cutlery picked up the line, and I don't know if they're still doing these, or again, they're gone. But anyway, they made some great knives. A lot of, if you look, there's a paper in here, and I've done a little research. There was a ton of knife making experience with these guys that formed this group. I believe it was some of the big wigs that were in Schrade that went over. I guess you kind of know how GEC came to pass. Some former Queen employees came over and started GEC. This is sort of kind of the same thing. Some former Schrade employees, Schrade USA, came over and started Canal Street. And matter of fact, you can see there, they were right there in Ellenville, New York, same city where the old Schrade factory was, in Ellenville. But anyway, enough of that history. Big old huge box. That's probably butchered history on Canal Street cutlery, but that's what I got. This is an imperfect channel, but I am fixing to show you a killer knife, I promise. Inside the box, we got, what all we got? Well, the knife itself was in this little velour baggie. We got a big old thing. Here's your warranty, and some of that stuff tells about Canal Street cutlery. I was trying to, but anyway, all that's inside the box, and we have a really nice leather sheath for this. Has a nice big large belt loop cutouts here on the back. It's riveted, very nice. Has the Canal Street logo on it, and if you could see, maybe if this light hits it right, there's kind of some grains running in this leather. If the light hits that just right, maybe you could see that. It's kind of just a cool little thing. It's got like the kind of a rawhide, like a true, an animal grain going in that, but I don't think I got enough light for you to see that. Passes the smell test. Genuine leather, really nice sheath that was included, that of course I will never use because I use Ed's, but always a nice touch when they give you a nice sheath to go with it. If I ever wanted to part with this or resell it, it's always nice that it comes with the paperwork and the sheath. So we've showed you a box and a sheath, and maybe, just maybe, you want to see a knife that came in it. Shabam! Check this out, folks. Is that not absolutely stunning? Herd 'em up. New one to the herd. Look at that jigging. Look at that across. Look at that jigging there. Light's hitting that really good. You can see that pattern. Have some nice amber tones, lighter tones up here by that bolster. More of the same up here. Check that out on that show side. Lanyard hole, golf clap. You know I love them lanyards, or the folding hunters that have the lanyard hole, and Aaron Williams probably loves that because that's one that I won't have to send him and he won't have to fool with. Oh, that's an inside joke. I sent Aaron a ton of folding hunters for lanyard holes, and I made him really busy. So this is one that I ain't got to send to you, Aaron, but has a real cool, check that out, brass CS Canal Street, real regal looking shield on that, and kind of have a match strike. This is kind of neat too, just a little feature. Kind of has a match strike half moon nail neck. If I can keep that close, you see that? Talking about this right here. Got the little match strike sort of jimping in the nail nick there. But let's get this thing open. Shabam! I gotta back up some to get this behemoth in frame. I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. No jokes there. But anyway, there we go. Check that thing out. Just absolutely stunning. Mirror polish blade. Check that out. As far as stamping, if we can get that into frame. There we go. what do we got going on? We got Canal Street Cutlery Company, USA. And this is a single blade. Obviously, there is no, I'm not fixing to unfold a Skinner blade now. This is a single blade model, and it is a liner lock. If you see that right there, this is a locking knife. Does not fold. Nice and stout, locked up. So we have a single blade, beautiful bone handled liner lock folding hunter. So when I seen this, I seen the color, I love everything about it. I had to have it, and luckily brother Wally, we both again, that's the magic. He got that 72 Cody Scout that he had been long chasing. I had already loved on it a while, and I still loved it. Don't get me wrong. That wasn't like, oh yeah, take that piece of crap, you know, I'm done with that. Oh no, that one stings a little bit, brother Wally. But I had loved on it, and he was passionate about that knife, and I felt his pain. I did not want to see him pay what he was fixing to pay to get one, and he was going to get him one way or the other. He was going to get him a 72 Cody Scout, and let's just say this came to fruition, and he paid considerably less than what he was going to by getting this in my hand and me sending that way. So more in the lines of what he should have paid, you know, more than those ridiculous secondary prices. But I understand it. I've been guilty of that before. If there's something that just trips my trigger, and doggone it, I can't hardly eat, sleep. Man, I got to have that knife. I have been guilty, and I've paid some of them prices too. So it ain't like I've been there. You get to hankering one, and one that you just got to have, man. You try to make it happen any way you can. But luckily for the both of us, he didn't have to go that route, and he came along and made this happen for me. So I call it another magical horse trade. Everybody's happy. Even Aaron Williams will be happy. He ain't got to put a lanyard hole on this one for me. But so just love it, folks. Again, check out that sick, cool jigging. And I'm not sure, it doesn't say on the box here what color their name for this bone is. You guys tell me. Kind of a honey brownish, maybe a little honey. Would that be molasses? You know, I'm trying to think of something like in case, you know, everybody knows some of the case colors, but just got some nice dark browns in there that kind of lightens up here on the edges and up by the bolsters. Just kind of a honey molasses looking, maybe brown. I don't know. It's gorgeous a while is all I know. Tickled to have this in the herd now. And Brother Wally, you made it happen for me, buddy. So big shout out to you. I love my end of this deal, and I know by your video you're loving yours, and that's what matters. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Today we're gonna check this weather. It's really breezy out here. I'm gonna have to go when I shut up here, check my weather and see if we got rain fixing to blow in here. That we may have to push off that Deer Woods thing today, or maybe push it off at least later into the afternoon, because it looks like it may be clouding up to do a little moisturizing here in the stone. But anyway, you guys don't care about that. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We love you. Thank y'all for checking out the new member of the herd. Channel stickers are on their way. Y'all be patient on those. When we get them in, we will get on here and show them that, hey, we got them in hand, and you guys that are interested can hit me up on those. But as always, you're still watching at almost 20 minutes, click that like button for me. Doesn't cost you 1 iota, helps the channel. And right over here, that other little bell looking button, that is the on-screen family button for this channel. And I would be proud, just tickle pink, if you would click that button and become one of the on-screen family members of this channel. We're growing it, and the only way to do it is with you guys' help. And tell somebody else about the channel. Tell them about this guy down the stone that loves these bigguns. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. We love you. We're gonna get out of here. God bless you. Should be back tomorrow morning for the next couple of mornings with a regular video. So we'll see you then. God bless.
Buck knives gleaming under that old porch light. He'll tell their stories deep into the night. Reviews and torture tests, it's a sight to see. HGZDC.